when Amanda was given the sort of diagnosis, she sort of chuckled.
Right.
And she didn't obviously understand the severity of what the news had just been given to her. I think we came back from town on the train, and you could just feel that your world was sort of falling apart. You
Yeah.
didn't really know where it was going to be going and what have you, but you just knew it wasn't.
Yeah, you can feel that things are going to be changing soon, that there's going to be a lot of different adaptations and things in your life that you maybe didn't expect. So now thinking about when you sat down or maybe just spoke to the children, how did that conversation go when you told them that mum had dementia and specifically a rare form of dementia?
They almost, I think, knew beforehand because after the second GP visit, I
Yeah.
basically said, "This is what I think we're dealing with." It was a pretty straightforward conversation. We were all together, and I said that this is what Mum has. But we were able to talk about it.
Mm.
And interestingly, Amanda was never able to talk about the disease or her condition to the children.
Yeah, I
And
mean, that's interesting actually, because dad wouldn't really feel comfortable talking about it with my brother or I. I'm sure he had conversations with mum, but definitely in those earlier stages, we didn't know straight away what was going on. They chose not to tell us immediately. And because we were a bit younger, it's not like we had noticed really what was going on. The first symptoms were more sort of hidden, and only dad knew about them, and of course mum because he was telling her. So I think quite different in that, you've all maybe been observing these slight changes, you've done your own research and kind of found out before you've got the diagnosis, whereas I think for us it was almost like we had no idea what was going to come from it, or mum and dad didn't, because we hadn't been able to do any research on it. So yeah.
no, and I think that would have been the case if the children were 10 years younger and we
Mm,
were sort of 12, 14 and 16 or something,
yeah.
it would be a different conversation.